It's Tuesday, March 30th, 2021, and second day of the Elite Eight action. Of course, we're going to have the last two members of the Final Four will be crowned tonight. And good games last night. Not great games, good games. I think tonight's games are going to be even better. So don't forget, as always, if you haven't done so, hit that thumbs up and put in the comments who you like. Hit the subscribe button, turn notifications, all that stuff. But most importantly, put in the comments who you like for today. And as long as you guys continue to do that, we'll continue to give out our my free picks every day. And then I'll give you deals on my best bet as well. Of course, last night, my 2 5-star plays both cashed. The video picks, not so good. 0 for last night. Well, some people, I guess, got a push in those teasers are actually won. So, I mean, it was right on that number if you did the 5-point teaser. So not what we were looking for, but we're back at it today. We've got 3 in the NBA, 1 in the Elite Eight, and then 1 off the consensus report. So as always, just to say thanks, I will be giving out a deal on my best bet for tonight where you can get $25 off what everybody else does over at picksandparlays.net. All right, so we're going to start it off 4 o'clock, 4-star play, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Only 4 NBA games tonight, so we're going to be covering 3 of them. Hornets at the Wizards. Wizards underdog here. Hornets favored by 3.5. Total of 229.5. I doubt if you had predicted early in the season that the Hornets would have a better record than the Wizards. I think most people probably would have said that's just not true. But Hornets, even without Ball now, have still been playing well, and they get a Wizards team that looks like Bradley Beal with a hip issue will be out. It looks like Monk will play for the Hornets. So to me, I think the Hornets are the play here on the side. 4-star play. I like the Hornets minus 3.5 here. Bradley Beal is the key in this game. Even if he plays, I don't think they can win this game. I just think the Wizards, I don't know what happened to them the last, about 3-4 weeks ago, they were money for us. And then they went on this stretch now where they're just absolutely terrible. Just 3-7 straight up in their last 10 games, facing a Charlotte team that's been pretty good, 6-4 straight up and 6-4 against the spread. So let's take the Hornets here. Now I would wait on that one to see if Bradley Beal does play, because Bradley Beal plays, this line probably comes down to 1.5, maybe even 1. So then that's even a better play, not having to lay those extra points. 4-star play. We go in the NBA again. Magic at the Clippers, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Clippers favored by 11.5 and total 215. This is one of those crazy games that the Clippers probably don't cover. So that's why I'm on the total in this one. The Clippers are one of those teams that, if you go back through the season, they have some unexplicable losses. Even with, I know they've been without George and Kawhi several times. So yeah, you could say, but it's not just losing; it's how they lose. This has letdown written all over for the Clippers. So I like the under 215. The Magic team against the Lakers, this team couldn't probably have got 100 if they scored. They played another quarter. I like the under 215 in this one. And then we go to the last NBA game, Hawks at the Suns. This is the best NBA game of the night. I think the Hawks have been playing a lot better. If you draw a line through that game at Denver where they didn't play the third quarter. They played with Denver on every other quarter. Suns favored by 6.5, total 221. I know the Suns have been hot, especially at home, but I just feel like Atlanta's going to step back up after a letdown in Denver, like I said, in that third quarter. I like the Hawks here plus the 6.5. I do even see some 7s out there, so search for that, but we'll call it 6.5 here. That's a 4.5-star play. I just think Trae Young's going to have a really big day. Of course, anytime when he grew up, I'm sure, idolizing Steph Curry and, Chris Paul. I'm guessing he's going to want to play good against Chris Paul. So I do like the Hawks here. And then we finish it up in college hoops tonight. Elite Eight action. My best bet, of course, picksandparlays.net/Craig, is in the early matchup, the Gonzaga-USC game. So I'm going to give a free play on the UCLA versus Michigan game here. 4.5-star play, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Or it depends. This line, this game time might shift. Michigan favored by 7, total 135.5. And I kind of think Michigan's going to win and cover in this game, but I think it's easier play is to for us bettors is taking the under here. And what I like here is UCLA, I think, looks at Michigan, and their size and their defense is very, very good. Ask Florida State, that is big, had really struggled. That they need to limit possessions. If this game, the more possessions, the more I think Michigan probably wins. So I think Coach Cronin will limit possessions. Michigan, they're very comfortable playing at that pace because they just have such size and they score so well in the half court because Coach Howard, of course, with his NBA background, he runs some amazing sets and really put Florida State away a few times with some great sets. I think the under is the play here, 135.5. I think Michigan wins like, 70 to 60, 69 to 60 type game. So I do think they cover. I do think they full consensus report. Go to picksandparlays.net. Underneath the premium picks drop down, click on consensus. There is a pretty big consensus up in both the both Elite Eight games. We got another NBA pick, and then the consensus is going to be in the NHL. We have 4-0 on a total tonight. Carolina Hurricanes at the Chicago Blackhawks over 5.5. To get in on that, I see that number moving, so we want to get on that before you get to 6. Over 5.5 is the consensus for Tuesday. All right, so Tuesday, March 30th. There's your 5 free picks. Of course, we'll recap those here. Before I do so, though, don't forget, hit that thumbs up and put in the comments who you like. As long as you do that, I'll continue to give out my free picks. Also, don't forget, get my best bet, picksandparlays.net/Craig. It's in the early game, USC versus Gonzaga. Get in on my best bet today, just $25 off at that link only. So the link is in the description, or you can type it in. And at that link, you can purchase the subscription for 7 days, and you get a bonus play in the NBA tonight. We did go 2-0 last night, nailed the NBA, nailed the college basketball with Oregon State. So we've got 2 plays for you tonight. If you purchase the subscription, just $89, that's $90 off with that link, or just purchase the overall best bet at $14.99. All right, so recap here. 4.5 star play. I like the Hawks plus 6.5 at the Suns tonight. 4.5 star play. I like the under 135.5 in that UCLA and Michigan Elite Eight game. 4-star play, Hornets minus 3.5. Make sure you do check on the Bradley Beal injury, so wait on that bet before game time. And then under 215 in Magic Clippers. What a stinker of a game that is. And then the consensus for today, over 5.5 in the Hurricanes at the Blackhawks in the NHL. So do appreciate everybody leaving comments. That is what keeps me going. I see all these comments, even when I have a bad day yesterday with my free plays. Did well with my best bet, but the free play, it's nice to have that. So yeah, I mean, we have some of these available, I believe. Someone said they still have Michigan still alive in their bracket. So congratulations. My bracket's absolutely trash. To me, I think if you play in brackets and you try to bet too, that can confuse you. So I filled out a bracket with my buddies for a bottle of bourbon, but expensive bottle of bourbon, but I stay away from it for any real purpose because it just gets in my way when it comes to betting against the spread and totals and all that stuff. And that's all I really care about. So, all right. So that's what we have for Tuesday. Don't forget, if you haven't done so, hit that thumbs up and put in the comments who you like. Get my best bet at picksandparlays.net/Craig. Best bet is in the early of the 2 games, USC and Gonzaga, and then a bonus play in the NBA if you purchase that week pass or any of my passes over at that link, picksandparlays.net/Craig. Link is in the description, both at Facebook and at YouTube. All right, everybody have a great Tuesday. We'll see you back again on Wednesday, 10 o'clock.